My name is Rachelle Smith, certified master fitness trainer, professional speaker, and author. Last time, I continued this important series on motives and recognizing we've got to be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves why we do what we do. Because at the end of the day, people either succeed in fitness or fail in fitness based on motives. All right, it doesn't matter again if you're a gym goer, any type of fitness newbie, fitness novice, or perhaps you've even been doing it for a long time, or you're a fitness professional or fitness leader. We always have to evaluate our motives. And speaking of motives, I just have to point out something that I received in the mail. This is actually a letter from my health insurance company, and actually was dated March 1st, so I've had it for a while here. But this, again, going back to motives, and I tell you folks, again, I started the fitness game early in life. I'm very, very passionate. Fitness to me is not a hobby. Fitness is a passion, and it's something I've been doing for a very long time. And so there are actually ancillary benefits. Again, a letter like this, and I'm about to read some of it to you. I don't do what I do to get letters like this. All right, I get letters like this because I do what I do. All right, and so this really made me smile. And it says, "Dear member, congratulations. You will get 50% off your monthly payment starting on your next quarterly bill." Because again, I had to fill out actually my physician, Dr. Adrian Ashmatad, actually read the brief follow-up note she sent to me in the mail. I think it was 3 or 4 Fitness Fridays ago, but anyway, she had to fill out a fitness assessment or a health assessment for me as each and every year at the beginning of the year. And I passed with flying colors, and everything, health-wise looks great. And so as a result, I get 50% off my monthly premium in terms of my insurance. And so, it made me smile. This is the second year in a row. And I'm just, it just makes me smile. And so folks, again, going from a motive standpoint, there are ancillary benefits to living a healthy lifestyle, to being fit, okay, saving money. I mean, this is, my name is Rachelle Smith. I have no problem admitting that. But this just really, saving money. But most importantly, just being healthy. As I told you before, I've spent years in medical sales, so I've called on physicians, all right? I've called on hospitals here in the Metro Detroit area. And so I know, and I've seen the patients with, these big Ziploc bags full of medications, and I made a vow then, that's not gonna be me. So I know I could do everything that is humanly possible to maintain my health, to maintain my wellness. So folks, this is one of the wonderful ancillary benefits of doing what I do. And so, as I stated before, I wouldn't get on here every Fitness Friday, right, or posting something from someone else or doing these myself if I didn't care, okay? Because we've got an obesity epidemic in this country. We've got a lot of health issues, health problems, even kids developing health problems that they shouldn't have until later on in life. And so something's got to change. And so one of my greatest passions is moving the needle. Again, going back to my life purpose, is moving the needle, not only in terms of folks' fitness, but just overall success and happiness and purpose in life. And so folks, it all starts with us, but there are wonderful benefits of doing what we do. And last time, again, I highlighted the fact that you will face adversity on your fitness journey. Of course, not just even on your fitness journey, but on your life journey. We all have ups and downs. We all have trials and tribulations. We all have problems in life. We all have things and obstacles that come against us. But it's important to remain resilient, to remain committed, to remain determined, and keep on keeping on until we see the goals and success that we know that we have the potential to achieve. But it truly starts with us, and you can't let things come against you and knock you down. As I shared last time, again, I won't go into all of that, but I faced a major fitness obstacle in my gym here in Michigan, and I could have let it deter me, derail me after almost 23 years, but that wasn't even an option on the table. Like I said, I wasn't run off, I wasn't run to the women's only section, whatever. In almost 23 years, I don't do women's only sections, all right? I'm on the main floor doing what I need to do when I need to do it. And so do not let anything come against your fitness. And I'm actually remember that old song from the, I think, 70s, She Dropped a Bomb on Me, I'm about to drop a bomb on you. For those of you who don't know me, this is probably about to surprise you, but for those who do know me, you know that this is something I'm deeply That's just a non-negotiable when it comes to my fitness. And so, of course, when all this is going down, of course, I escalated it to the police, and so one thing that kept coming up over and over again was, well, Rachelle, actually two different things. Number one, well, if you have a workout buddy, these type of situations are very tough for a perpetrator to execute in the with a workout buddy. It becomes that they get bored, whatever. The thrill is gone, as that old saying goes. But folks, for almost 23 years, you ready for this bombshell? Almost 23 years. Guess how many times or how many people have come to the gym with me? 0. Yes, you heard me correctly. 0. That is a big thing for me. It always has been. It always will be. My workout time, it's my workout time. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how long I've known you. It doesn't matter whatever. Do not ask to come to the gym with me. I don't do workout buddies. I don't do workout partners. I don't care. All right, so workout has always been my time, my thinking time. I brainstorm. That's actually particularly on cardio machines. I've had a lot of creative ideas and a lot of creative concepts come out of particularly my cardio workouts or during my cardio sessions. So folks, recognize, again, I face it, you will face it, not only in fitness but in various aspects of your life. So you will be tested. So hold fast to what's important to you. And point number 2, well, there's Lifetime Fitness, okay? The chief of police here at Novi is a member of Lifetime Fitness, loves Novi Fitness. Many officers in the department, everybody loves Lifetime Fitness. They love Lifetime Fitness. They just have a great respect for that particular chain, and that's a wonderful thing. It was very impressive for me to hear it over again. There's Lifetime, okay? But there's an idiosyncrasy of mine, okay? So for the last 17 years, I have not lived more than 3 miles from my gym. All right, and currently, so almost going on 5 years here in June, it's been less than a mile. So an idiosyncrasy of mine when it comes to fitness is I don't like to drive long distances to work out. I know that may surprise you, but think about it, okay? The nearest Lifetime to me is about 6 miles away, a little bit over 6 miles, versus less than a mile. All right, if I'm going to the gym 6 days a week or 6 mornings a week, and there's a snowstorm, if there's bad weather, whatever the case may be, it is much easier, again, from a motivation standpoint, for me to go less than a mile than 6 miles. Okay, so we've got to know ourselves. Lifetime is a wonderful, wonderful chain, very exclusive, very high end. They do great things. I have nothing but respect for Lifetime. But Lifetime's not where I am right now. Okay, I would have to reduce the number of days that I go because I wouldn't have the same level of motivation to go 6 days a week. And that is something, well, definitely in my future. At some point, I'm probably going to have to reduce the number of days that I go. So Lifetime will be in my future, but it isn't right now. All right, so I respected the opinions, I respected those perspectives, but it's not where I was, and that wasn't what I wanted to do. All right, so I am right there working out on the main floor 6 days a week, whatever. So do not, and I'm telling you this straight from the heart today, folks, don't let anything or anyone deter you, throw you off course, cause you to do things that you don't want to do, go places that you don't want to go. This happens to so many people, and I don't want it to be you, folks. Okay, so do what you need to do, but recognize you deserve to be fit, you deserve to be well, you deserve to be happy. All right, but it truly starts with you, and it starts with motives, and it starts with motivation. Okay, my gym has a lot of strengths. Hey, I'm there a lot. I spend a lot of time. Has a lot of strengths. All right, and so I didn't. It's a situation where you kind of have to really weigh. As I often say, every facility has strengths and weaknesses. All right, so you have to think about what's important to you, and you have to weigh those. You have to weigh those things. But just recognize you deserve to be well. You deserve to be fit. You deserve to be healthy. All right, and I want to inspire you today. I want to inspire you to greater levels of health, of wellness, of happiness. All right, inspiration is a wonderful thing, as you've heard me say, but just don't, run off trying to imitate someone or be someone else. All right, be you, but be the best you that you can be. Inspiration, motivation, it's wonderful things. All right, I myself am inspired. There's actually 1, 2, 3 people in my gym here in Novi that inspire me. There are 3 people. That's a very tough thing to inspire me in a fitness facility, but it does happen. First person, I actually call him the Olympian, and you think Carl Lewis, the former track Olympian. from back in the day. Incredibly athletic, great, inspires me greatly. In terms of athleticism, that's a very tough thing to inspire me regarding being, athletic, but definitely inspires me. And hey, and I told him, and that's why I tell people when they inspire you, when they motivate you, whatever, let people know. Okay, he he intimidates a lot of people, and it's funny because some of the former Lifetime members of Bali have come up and said things to me about him. Okay, but when he's in the gym, it's funny because it's like everyone shrinks. It is funny, but he intimidates people. But I think it's wonderful. I think the fitness is wonderful. It's great. But it's almost like in certain instances, you can see sometimes people, the reaction. And again, I'm an expert in motivation, so I'm always watching people, particularly their reactions and all of this. And so some people literally, it's like the guys react a certain way. And I just feel like, just some of them, you could just literally see them shrinking in their own skin. Okay, not only because he's very tall, but very athletic. But a great inspiration of other people, like I said, have said things to me that they won't say to him because they're intimidated. But, don't be intimidated. Like I told him, hey, you inspire me. Hey, I think it's wonderful. And what people don't realize, he's actually very humble, very humble, a little bit more on this from the reserve slash shy scale, but very humble, very gracious, unless you approach somebody and let them know, you'll never know that. Secondly, there's a man, he has to be at least 70. He comes in with his oxygen tank in hand, folks, and gets on the Precor adjustable elliptical machine, the adjustable motion elliptical machine, and is on that machine, making things happen, putting other people to shame. And I just think that is wonderful because, again, I'm a big person when it comes to fitness and outside of fitness of no excuses. All right, and so this man is coming in, obviously with breathing problems, walking in with an oxygen tube in that gym several mornings a week, in his at least 70, but it has to be at least 70, early 70s, making things happen with an oxygen tube, with an oxygen tank on an elliptical machine. Wonderful thing. Thirdly, there's a lady that comes in there with her seeing eye dog. I haven't seen her in a while, but she typically would do or does do, perhaps she comes in a different time during the day, but she did the group aerobics class and would come in with her seeing eye dog, and I just was so inspired by that. Again, no excuses. Just think that was a wonderful thing. And so, folks, be inspired, be motivated. When you go to gyms, and again, you see people that inspire them, let them know. People appreciate hearing that. People appreciate hearing that feedback. Let people know, because again, it's all about reaching the next level. And sometimes it may take, learning from someone else or being inspired by someone else. Like I told you, I myself get inspired. All right, because if somebody could come in with an oxygen tank, there's no excuses. I mean, if you have no breathing problems, there's no excuses. All right, the Olympian, that's a whole different scenario because he's incredibly athletic, and I think that is a wonderful thing, and he inspires people that they don't know. He doesn't realize how many people he inspires, but I certainly had no problem letting him know. But I think that is a wonderful thing, and to have our own Carl Lewis at the fitness center here in Novi is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, folks, I challenge you today, don't let anything stop you. Keep on keeping on, moving forward each and every day, in each and every way when it comes to your fitness. Because if you do this, you remain committed, you remain determined, you remain resilient, you will succeed. I know you have it in you. Thank you so much for your time. Make it a wonderfully fit day.